What's up, everybody? This is the Raw Truth coming at you with part 2 of this video where I'm sending the manly advice and manly showing brotherly love and actually real love to Sweet Tea Appetizer and to all of my sisters. Now we're going to get into, remember when I went into the infections and stuff like that, that I'm wearing tight pants and stuff, we're going to get into the exercise gear. And this one is taken from, the site is called, LAtimes.com, LAtimes.com, and it's talking about an article written by Emily Son. That's what it looked like. That's what it looked like to me. And it's called Shapewear Comes with Health Risk If Worn for Too Long. And I like when they always like worn for too long. It's like, you know, trickery there. You know, something worn for too long. Worn for too long. In other words, buy the product because we can't rule it out. But don't wear it too long. Buy the product. Or don't wear it too long, you know. So it's just funny. Why wear them in the first place? Now, what we're going to do here is we're going to go from here. They said from Spanx power panty shorts to Reebok CrossFit compression tops, Lululemon running tights for men, and modern-made corsets. There is a huge market for clothes that squish, squeeze, and sculpt. For some people, shimmying into swimwear, shimmering is when you're trying to fit into it. It's worth it for the figure-enhancing powers of spandex and attitude shared by Katy Perry, Kim Kardashian, and Heidi Klum. So they had to use spandex to make their body look like that. Isn't that something? Who have given Spanx credit for making them look good on the red carpet. Others wear compression clothing to run faster. You know what I'm saying? Squeezing everything so you can run faster. Lift heavier weights or reduce soreness after intense exercise. But doctors warn there are real health risks to wearing extra tight clothes for prolonged periods. Instead of stuffing your body into suffocating clothes, some experts advise it may be better to stick with more proven forms of body shaping behavior. Plenty of people are taking the clothing away. However, research firmly estimates that shapewear is at 68 million annual market. We all want a shortcut that will be more effortless, says Orly Avitzer, a neurologist in Tarrytown, New York, and medical advisor to Consumer Report. But that don't help us in terms of all the advantages of exercise and a really nutrition diet. You know, and there's something about it's something about taking shortcuts that I like how he put that. You know, we want to get ahead, we want to advance ourselves, but we want to take shortcuts. When you take shortcuts, then you're actually robbing yourself. Why? Because you can't never ever be a true testimony to anybody about coming out of a situation if you're constantly taking the easy way out. If there's 12 steps to a program and you're making it 10, then you are missing 2 steps. And because you're missing 2 steps, you cannot help somebody to connect the dots so they can also live a prosperous life or a healthy life or whatever life. So whenever you are taking shortcuts, you're not only robbing yourself, you're robbing somebody else. That's what this doctor is saying. So in order for somebody to run quicker, they have to cram their body in a suit to give them an extra edge. So they're not really working hard to run quicker, you know, naturally. They're creating an unnatural, put stuff in their body in an unnatural way so they could advance. Isn't that something? It makes you want to look at athletes like, okay, stop with the mess. And you see that too. Walk past Planet Fitness, walk past any exercise place, and all you see is men and women, whoever it is, wearing skin tight stuff. You will hardly ever see anybody wearing sweats that are baggy, you know what I'm saying, to give themselves room and stuff like that. But you will see, because they're promoting it so much. And we've been trained, because we're fucking zombies. You know, we've been trained that this is the way you're supposed to look when you go into a workplace. This is the way you're supposed to look when you go into an exercise place. This is the clothes that you have to wear in order to get that good day and take her out on a good day. We've been trained so much that we don't even know how it's costing us, because I hate when people say accept me for me or love me for me when you ain't being you. You're not being you in the gym. You're not being you in the date. You're not being you at all. You're being somebody else because you've been trained to be someone else. You've been trained to dress as someone else, or someone told you to be. Because if you had it up to in your mind really to go to exercise, you wouldn't be wearing the stuff that you're wearing, but you're wearing that because people see you and they think you're prestige because you're wearing Reebok. They think that you're prestige because you have name brand stuff on. You know, they think that you're prestige of having Spanx on, you know, or any gear that looks like, oh, that person's down, so I know that person spent money on this, so I know that person's down. No, it's so easy to train us. And if it's so easy to train us to be something else, then it's so easy for us not to be our own selves, which means it's difficult being us. Then it says, neurologists have long known about a condition called meryalgia parasitica, which causes painful burning and tingling in the thighs when there is too much pressure on nerves that run through the groin. The condition is most common in pregnant women and people who gain weight quickly as their pants suddenly becomes too tight. But every month or two, a visitor says she sees a patient suffering from nerve pain, being due to shapewears. So, I mean, just think, that's one doctor who's seeing several people every month or two coming in for pain. Now, if you take 2 million doctors and they're seeing the same thing, we have an epidemic. Like I said, there's a spirit side, there's a physical side to this, but I'm going to go down and discuss the physical side to this. Because, the spirit side to this. Because, you know, you have to understand that this stuff it's just so fucking sad that we just don't understand. This article right here is taken from rd.com, and it says how leggings can make these 7 health problems worse. You will probably marry your leggings. They're comfortable, versatile, and always look good, but your favorite pair of leggings or yoga pants could contribute to these unexpected health. You know, and this was written by Jamie Schmidt. You ever seen Steiner, Schmidt, and stuff? Sound like so-called Jewish names. And it says, shafting is an act of making skin sore by rubbing against it. When wearing leggings or other tight clothing, you have to worry about the friction this causes of your skin, explains Joshua Zeichner, who is an MD. You know, see, the raw truth is going to doctors and telling you. The doctors, listen to the doctors. An assistant professor of dermatology at the Icahn School of Medicine at Mount Sinai. Shafting contributes to cracks on the outer layer of skin, a lack of hydration of the skin, and inflammation. The best way to treat shafting, remove the offending agent, says Dr. Zeiner. This means taking a break from your leggings and loading up on moisturizer. Your skin wishes it could tell you these secrets. No, but you gotta understand, when he's talking about loading up on moisturizer and stuff like that and giving your leggings a break, if you got to give your leggings a break, you know, it's like a thief coming in and beating the hell out of you and stealing your shit every day. And then you said, okay, for 2 months, give me a break. All right. I'll be back next 2 months to beat the hell out of you. Why even start the problem in the first place? Because you have to understand, leggings, what compresses your nerves too. It compresses your nerve. And when it compresses your nerve, if blood's not going in, remember, go back to what I was telling you. If you got cut in your arm real bad, you have to use a tourniquet, and you have to turn it to cut off the blood flow so you don't bleed to death. But by you doing that, it's still harming you, even though it's helping you to prolong yourself, so you can hurry up to get to the hospital so they can start operating on you, so your blood can go and can flow back to you. You know what I'm saying? Through your body, because blood needs to flow. That's what you call living. And when you are taking something and compressing you're compressing your blood flow, the blood represents life. You are actually preventing life. What is the other one? The other one is called, forgive the raw truth, because I can't pronounce all these fucking words and shit like that, but I do it to the best of my motherfucking ability. And it says folliculitis. That's your hair follicles and shit. Your follicles, yeah. Folliculitis is a fancy name for the inflammation of your hair follicles. You have probably noticed a few red bumps after shaving your legs. Well, imagine the discomfort of that. But between your legs, bacterial or fungal infections are the main cause of folliculitis. And the issues will normally clear up in a few days with proper self-care, moisturizing, not wearing leggings 24/7, and cleaning the affected area. However, if you notice the hair follicles looking more effective, Mayo Clinic recommends consulting with a doctor and apply antibiotic cream or antifungal cream. You may also want to try aloe vera to add moisture back into the skin. You have to understand too, again, if something is bad for you, why would you even want to mess with it? These are the problems that our women are having. So just think about it. Any pain that you may getting around your stomach, your thighs, any numbness and shit that you're getting, you have to understand what are your clothes that you're wearing. And I love how they try to downplay this shit, and they think they so fucking slick when they say give your leggings a break. Well, if something is bad for you, why would you want it on you in the first motherfucking place? I know, because it attracts attention. Ladies, wake up, and even you men wearing spandex and shit for men and metrosexual pants. Nigga, put some motherfucking pants on that fits. Stupid asses. We supposed to be leaders so our women can look at us as leaders. Well, some of us are leaders, and we still don't get the respect because, we know being a piece of shit, no good nigga, scum of the earth is going to get more respect than us. But we don't care. I'm here for the war, and I go to war like crazy. And then we have what is called, this is weird. It says ringworm. So the first one we went over was chafing. CHAFING. Then we have folliculitis or folliculitis, however, FOLLICULITIS. Then we have ringworm. And it says ringworm, and health problem with the word worm in the name has major ick factor, but keep your panic in check. Ringworm has nothing to do with an actual worm, so it's not a worm. I always thought it was, you got ringworm, that means you got worms living inside of you and they look like rings. Damn, how dumbass was I? And it says it is a fungal infection caused by excessive sweating and tight exercise gears, says Dr. Zeichner. This infection presents as a red, scaly, and sometimes itchy rash on the skin or in the groin. To get rid of ringworm, Zeichner suggests an over-the-counter antifungal cream or seeking your doctor for a prescription and if your case is more severe. In other words, it said, your case can be severe. But I want you to notice something, though. It's always talking about bacteria or something fungal growing, something fungus. You know what I'm saying? So when you're wearing tight stuff, listen, Black and Hispanic woman, when you're wearing tight stuff like that, you're advertising. You may be thinking that you're advertising your ass and advertising your figure and shit like that, but to somebody like me, you're advertising a pastry dish of bacterial disease and fungus and shit. You're advertising something poor, which is the reason why real men like me grieve when I see y'all dressed the way that y'all dress. Sweet tea appetizer, please take some motherfucking notes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back. I'm going to do... how can I say this? I'm going to do a part 3. And the reason why I'm going to do a part 3 is because there's like so much that I have to read, because there's a testimony of a woman who had to be laid up in a hospital. And I just gotta do it. Read the testimony, because we do, the raw truth like to get 2 or 3 sources to show you, but also the raw truth have to give you an incident that had happened. If it's happening to that person, how many more is it happening, and how many are they covering up? Then I'm going to give the spirit side of it. So that's what I'm going to do. So what I would do is I'll be back with part 3. If I need to get the spirit side on part 4, I will do it on that one. But it's either part 3 or part 4. But till then, I am coming back with part 3. So, peace.